as Chris liked to say, like, forgiveness, empathetic. Forgive yourself. If you guys aren't where you want to be right now, as we get towards the end of 2021, forgive yourself. It's okay. It is what it is. Forget all that shit. What are we going to do now from here on out up until 2022 for the next couple weeks? How are we going to set ourselves up mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, whatever the case may be? How are you going to set yourself up now for 2022? Because it's here. And what we do now counts. It matters. Being on this call matters, guys. Networking with each other matters. You never know, one connection can take you somewhere huge, right? We went to one networking event, just me and Alex. We met one person. That person happened to work for a $7 billion company by the name of Fiverr. They were looking for a speaking gig. They needed a guest last second. They called us because we met them. They hired us. We spoke in front of Fiverr, $7 billion publicly traded company. That just opened the door for numerous opportunities because we went to the event. All I'm saying is say yes, right? Obviously boundaries, say no to things that don't serve you, but start stepping out of your comfort zone. Say yes to good things. Say yes to opportunities. Say yes to possibilities, right? Anything, guys. And a lot of you on here, you know you have a story to tell. You know you have an impact to make, especially going into the new year. And I know a lot of you who signed up for the Explosion program don't even necessarily have a business going, but you just want some direction because you know with some strategies, the rest is history. And I applaud you guys for that. You never know what one thing can change. Okay, no more victimization, guys. That's what I really wanted to hammer home here. And myself included. Like the old Craig would have felt sorry for myself for last week with my family having to run around, get zero sleep multiple nights in a row. But it is what it is. We take care of my family, we adapt, I delegate, I have a team, I have people I can trust, and that's just that, guys. All right, one last thing, and I'm gonna pull in a couple of you guys. Patterns. A lot of us are in a reoccurring pattern, and we don't like where we're at right now, aside from victimization. It's because we keep repeating the same patterns, and we don't even realize that it's the wrong pattern. And I want to quote Noelle, who's on the call too. She mentioned spiritual maturity to me on a private call last week. And it really just struck a chord. And the example she gave is like, do you show of hands if anyone knows someone that like always says they're sorry, but yet they keep doing the same thing anyway? And it's like, are you really sorry? You keep fucking up and doing the same shit. Like, where's the awareness, right? So, but anyway, the point is like, that really struck a chord with me because a lot of us have patterns that are disempowering. Whether it be thoughts or self-sabotage, or we don't believe our own self-worth, or we just have imposter syndrome, whatever the case may be. And it prevents us from moving forward in life. Guys, like, you do not want to get to the end of life in great shape, right out of the dealership, like tip-top quality. No, you want to be worn the fuck out. And as Ed Milet was telling me on our podcast that we hosted 2 weeks ago, we're going to be dropping that next week for Christmas, by the way. Ed Milet passing the baton, no big deal. He said he wants to get to the end of his life, like until the wheels fall off, brother. He was saying, like, worn the fuck out. I gave it everything I got. So what I want to hammer home right now, guys, the mantra for 2022 is you only lose if you don't try. If you take a shot at something and it doesn't work out, which it will, because we will learn from it and we will adapt accordingly. So there's that. But if you don't take a shot, if you know in your heart and your fucking soul that you're meant to be special, you're meant to put a fucking dent in the universe, do something epic, and you don't take that shot, you're being selfish because the world doesn't get to see your amazing gifts. Every single person on this call has gifts. Does anyone believe that they don't have gifts? Everybody has a gift. Some of us have trouble locating it, tougher than others, but every single person specifically in this family has unbelievable, unique, special gifts, guys. Look at Chris Singleton. Do you think when he was coming up, like, oh, I'm going to be a motivational speaker? Of course not. But the situation happened and he pivoted and he went all in. Look at him now. Guy charges big money, guys, for speaking engagements. Big money. So my point is this. If you guys have if you even just have a thought, what if I tried that? Or maybe there's something more. Just act on it. Message me. Let's just have a quick chat. Maybe I can give you some pointers, help you find some clarity, maybe give you some direction, some strategy, just to set you on the right path. You never know where that path will lead, guys. A little over 15 months ago, I was on Wall Street, fucking miserable. I wasn't even alive. I was just existing. But I got really deep with myself when the pandemic happened, and I kind of got some clarity on CLS. And everyone always asked me, like, weren't you scared? You had a stable job. No, Once I knew in my heart of hearts and my soul and my mind that I had these gifts to communicate, to elevate, to do all this stuff. Once I fucking knew that, my biggest fear was to ignore it and to go backwards and to wake up every single day like I'm going to a job, because that's what it felt like I was doing. Like I was waking up and I was going to a job and I was miserable. And I realized I had a choice. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to pour my heart and soul into CLS. It might not succeed, but you know what? It might. And that's all the faith that I needed. And the rest is history. And we're just getting warmed up. And I see a lot of you smiling on here for several reasons. Probably because you think I'm absolutely out of my mind, which I am. And because I think and I hope, guys, that a lot of this is hitting home. And that's what it's all about. I just want to inspire, elevate, and let you guys know. And I posted something a little over a week ago about how much we accomplished in the last year. It wasn't an ego thing. It was to show you guys how much can change if you just say yes, if you try, if you lean in, if you take a shot, if you invest in yourself. Even if you stretch yourself, you put something on a credit card, you invest in a program, a mentor, you never know what that can do and what kind of path that can set you on, guys. Not something. Everything can change in a short amount of time when you put yourself in that frequency. Surrender and flow.